Okay, so I'm Larry Stein from Stein on Stuttering, and we have Louis Cookie Green from Stuttering to Confidence, one of my favorite Facebook sites. In fact, it is my favorite Facebook site. And Cookie has been reading my book, and she's, I think, just about done. And I'm curious, what's your take on the book?
I have so many great thoughts about this book because first of all, I am I get so busy in my day. And when you can pick up a book like this that is an easy read, that's that's a plus. And the way in which you wrote that book was so simple, and it was like you say, a roadmap. And for somebody who stutters, to, to me this would be a perfect answer because I get so many emails, people saying, Cookie, I stutter. How can you help me? And a lot of times, you know, that's a long answer. How can you help me? I always say, if you want to learn to speak, then you got to start speaking. But now I can truly say that I have a book for you. And I want you to read this book, and then I want you to come back and talk to me or get a hold of Larry. But he gives you a perfect roadmap. And you know what? I have to be truthful. When I first met Larry, I said, he doesn't stutter. What does he know about the struggles that we go through? What does he know about all of those times when we had to get up and be embarrassed and feel shame and all of this negative self-talk and all of that stuff? He doesn't know anything about it. Oh, but when I read this book, I found out he knew that and more. So I just think it is a perfect, perfect, absolute perfect book to have a person read who asks the question, how help my stutter? Cookie, what do I do? It is all here. And I mean, it's step by step, and it is an easy read. So I just thank you, Larry, for putting this out. It is such a help to the community. It's more huge than you think. But thank you for writing this book.
Thanks so much. Really, it was like a 3 year project or so, maybe even a little more. And I could have done it really fast because it was all up here,
Uh-huh.
but I just really wanted to make it special because, you only get one shot at something like this. And I wanted to make it really special because I suffered so badly. And I fortunately made it through the other side. There is no cure. I'm not cured. There is no solution, as I say in the book, but there is a way forward. And fortunately, I found a way forward. I had no idea that I would be this comfortable speaking, but I am, and I feel I have to share. So what what are some things in the book that you feel you can use in your journey?
Um, for one thing, I just wanted to talk about, and that is a lot of times you'll hear on even the people in my group, we talk about embracing your stutter, loving the person that you are. And I thought, well, some people, I don't want to embrace a stutter. I don't want to do this, but I saw in this in the book, it said, take responsibility for your stuttering and own it. So I thought, wow, that's what accepting your stutter is. when you take responsibility, that is when you say, I own it. It is a part of who I am. Now, once I get there, I can now start to work on improving and managing my speech. But at first, I have to acknowledge it, you know. Well, that was one of the great points I got from this book. And for my own journey personally, I might say that when you think, how can how can I go after improving my speech? And a lot of times we tend to be all out there. I'm going to try this, I'm going to try that, you know. And one thing I learned about the book is to just get a simple roadmap, get a plan, and put it into place. And one thing I liked is he placed first on this roadmap. This is going to be on page 152. He gives you a brief roadmap, and it says, face your challenge. So step one, face it. Then establish the mechanics of a plan that you make automatic. I thought that was just so great. And then it goes on and on, but it says to address the psychological aspects of my stutter. So it gives me a roadmap, and that's what I'm going to take from this book. I'm going to put out a roadmap. Now, everybody is different. Every stutter is different. It is a very complex disorder, but Larry puts together a nice outline as to how to go about it. And that's such a blessing. And I just thank you so much for putting this book out. And my question though to you is what are your plans? Are you going to write any others, or what is your plans?
So a couple plans. First of all, great to hear that you found the book helpful. I mean, I was really trying to structure the book. How can I make this the most helpful? Because it's kind of wild. We've all gone through similar experiences. I mean, so many people have told me, I lived all those experiences you lived, and but so it's great to hear that it resonated with you as well, and I'm so happy that you're gonna recommend it to others, because that's a big part of my mission. Yeah. What I'm going to focus on now is kind of what I've been doing, which is to mentor people all around the world, and I do that for free, and that I get great joy in. I meet with people, generally once a week, sometimes in the beginning twice a week, and we, I have no set plan. I just create a plan based on what they want to do, what they want to achieve.
Yeah.
And those are some of the most fascinating conversations that I've ever had in my life. I just had a guy who, he literally just called 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. He had just got home from active duty in the military, and he took the time to give me a call, and because he and I haven't talked lately. And it was just, these are the relationships that I just love and have built with people who stutter all around the world, because I've gone through the same thing that they're going through. And so that's really special. The other thing I'm planning to do is I really want to get out other people's stories. So I want to write a book about people who have had, somewhat similar experiences to me. People who have had, a real difficult time with their stuttering, and there isn't any cure. I'm not cured. There isn't any cure, but they've worked through their stuttering well enough so that they had really nice careers and were able to give back as well.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
And so that's
Yes.
the next book that I want to do. It'll just be their stories, and I think that would be really special for other people to see.
Yes, because that is our driving force. That's how we improve ourselves. It's by hearing other people's stories. And to me, I don't know, that would just be phenomenal. And I
Yeah.
can't wait to hear your good plans on that. But
Well,
yeah,
thank you.
thank
Yes.
you. Thank you so much.
So apparently I just did my first focus group, one person, and she says, great, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So anything else before we close, Cookie? Anything else you want to
No,
say?
that is it. Just say thank you. Thank you for this book because it is written so great that, like I said, if somebody asks, Cookie, what can I do? How can you help me with my stutter? You've done the work, so all I have to do is just tell them to read this book. So I just
Yeah.
thank you for that. Thank
Oh,
you.
sure. And by the way, I also have these videos that I've done that kind of outline the book.
Yes, and I think that you should drop the information somehow.
Okay,
So yes, so that we can see that.
good.
I would
Okay,
love to share it with the group somehow. Yeah.
good. Yeah, they're on YouTube. There's a series of
Oh,
12 videos that go
right.
through that. And now what I'm also doing on Instagram, it's at Stein on Stuttering. On Instagram, I'm actually going page by page in the book with like a 30, 40-second video talking about that page. And
Wow.
so anyways, Cookie, you're great. It's been a pleasure, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.